Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pop for Real. Do you guys ever love just chilling on the weekends with no plans? You just sit at home and you just vibe. You have no chores to do, there's no tasks to do. You just sit at home and you just do whatever you want. Typically for me, that's vegetating on the couch and watching TV or doom scrolling on my phone. I truly love those days. It's I feel like it's so needed, especially if you live a life where you are always on the go. And my husband and I, we always have if you guys hear a jingling noise in the background, it's cuz my it's cuz my little dog is running around in here. So, like, me and my husband, we're always busy. We're always out doing something. Like last night, we were at a wedding. We got home a little after 9, and staying out late is just so hard for me these days. Like, I feel like I have to be home by like 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest, preferably maybe even 7. I think it's because you just crave being home when you're not there. And not to say that I don't love the things that I go out and do in my life, but I love being home. I wouldn't say I'm an extreme homebody yet or a hermit, but I do love being home. And do you guys ever like pre-plan to already like be happy when you come back home again when you go somewhere? I don't know if it's just me, but I do that all the time. And again, I love spending time with my friends and my chosen family, but I do love when I get to come back home. And I just love Sundays, especially when I have no plans and I just get to sit on the couch and watch a good show. Like I just started a new show today. It's called One of Us is Lying. It's based on a book series and I do know the series got canceled, so I'm not sure how the second season will end, but it's definitely something new for me. I also love watching true crime, reality TV, music shows because you all know that I love shows like Survivor, American Idol. I just love like a good survival story and stuff that will last with suspense. That's what I'm trying to say. Suspense. Something that will just last with suspense. I love watching stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna get into that show as soon as I get done recording this episode. But I had some topics that I wanted to go through on today's episode because some things really have been brewing in the world of entertainment and specifically with like concerts and ticket sales and things like that. I think we are just simply in a time where people are not willing to spend so much money on concert tickets if the person that they want to see, if they are not like a die-hard fan. Like I love going to a concert. I actually have 6 concerts that I'm going to before the end of the year, and I will truly enjoy them. But a lot of people do not go to that many concerts a year. And I think it's just the times that we're in where people just want to like hold on to their coins because some concert tickets are simply just too expensive, in my opinion. And some of the pricing is just absolutely outrageous. And I think sometimes the artists, promoters, they know that. But who are we to say anything? We're just the general public. So for today's Sunday Gab, I really, really, really wanted to start out by saying I have really, really, really gotten into Broadway shows lately. I think it's because I've been going to one at least once a year for the past 2 years, and it has been absolutely fabulous. I saw Beauty and the Beast, I've seen Mamma Mia. I recently just saw Wicked, and I am really loving going on the Broadway scene and seeing like all these different shows, these extremely talented vocalists. Like I love a good singer, and the people that sing on Broadway, they are so talented and so gifted. Like they are arguably better singers than like a touring artist because they are trained vocalists and they really do have like the chops. I have to say, Wicked was so good. I loved Mamma Mia as well, and I loved Beauty and the Beast. Between the three, I don't really necessarily know what would be my favorite because they all each serve a purpose. But if I had to choose based on overall production, It has to be Wicked because Wicked really took it to like next level. And if you have never seen the Wicked movie, you should probably go see the play first because the play is where it all started. And the vocals are just absolutely amazing. The story is incredible. I absolutely love it. And so that brings me to six. I recently just got into six, and that is the one where it's like the six wives of King Henry and the story of how they all had their relationships end, whether it be by divorce, death. Um, it's very interesting. It's such a cool concept because I love a good girl group. I'm actually going to talk about that later. I love a good girl group. This show is basically that's what that is. It's basically a modern day girl group, but each one of them represent one of the six wives, and they're looking for I think the group is they're trying to decide who was going to be their lead singer. So each of the six girls gets up, they sing their song, tell their story, and the audience decides who is going to be the leader of the group after hearing each one, like either who you feel the most sorry for, who's the best singer. It's absolutely amazing. I have been listening to that soundtrack nonstop. There's a recorded studio version, and then there's also a live version, and I absolutely love it. The vocals are they're incredible, and it's actually going to be coming to theaters in August here in the States, which is so exciting because it toured last year here in the States, but I missed it, and I was devastated. I missed it. I really wanted to go last year, but it just didn't work out, and I'm so glad that it's coming to theaters, and I cannot wait to go sit in a theater and have my snacks and watch the show and just get down with the get down. I am so excited, and 6 is gonna be incredible. And it's if you're into girl groups, six is for you. Six is literally going to be right up your alley. That is for you if you are into girl groups and phenomenal vocals. So I would suggest you look out for that when it comes out in August. Also, go on your streaming devices and go and listen to the music because the music is so good. And I just love that I'm getting more into Broadway because every day I've been checking for tickets to go on sale for Death Becomes Her because that's coming in November in Nashville. And I'm so excited because I really want to see that show. I don't know if anybody has ever seen that listens to this. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the original movie with Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep, but honey, that movie is amazing. I love it. It's so good. It's witty, it's funny, and the fact that they were able to turn that into a musical is amazing. And also, Michelle Williams plays in that, and the fact that she was in Destiny's Child and I grew up listening to her, I would love to go see her perform on Broadway, and that's going to be just like a dream come true and like maybe like a full circle moment a little bit. And I'm just very, very, very excited. So I've been checking daily for those tickets to go on sale, but I think that tickets for those shows go on sale maybe 6 months in advance. We're not there yet, but I am so excited and I am so ready to buy these tickets, and I will be getting very good seats. And I would love to get all dressed up and go. And it's so amazing. That show is it's about these two women who are like so vain, so jealous of each other, very competitive. They drink this potion that makes them live forever. One dies in a freak accident, and then the other one, she actually kills the other one, and they come back to life and they realize they're immortal, but like their bodies are like rotting and stuff like that. And I know that sounds very like cynical, but I promise you the movie is so good and it's really funny, and it has Bruce Willis in it, and that is definitely one of his underrated movies because when people talk about that movie, nobody really talks about Bruce Willis, and I think he's the one who's like he really does help carry the movie as well. And he is a very, 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 very beloved character in that movie. And speaking of movies, Nicole Scherzinger, she has the One Night Only movie, and that's going to be in AMC's. AMC's are too far for me. The nearest AMC for me is like 40 minutes away. I'm like, girl, I wish that she did it at like Regal because Regal is literally 10 minutes away from me. So I'm like hoping and praying that it becomes available on digital because to go 40 minutes just to see a movie in the theater and your friend's not even with you, that's a bit much for me. So I have also seen people put on Twitter how they're saying that like no one is going to see this movie. Shocker, because the PCD tickets also aren't selling, but I would definitely go see this show. And speaking of PCD, honey, these tickets are not selling. It is just an absolute travesty because I was so excited to go see this show. And the fact that no one's buying tickets, it just breaks my heart because I was so excited to see the three girls just go up there and do their thing. And I was so excited to share that trip with one of my friends. And we're both so devastated. We're hoping and praying that something changes. But the way it's looking right now, it is honestly not looking good because the majority of the tickets still have not been sold. And the show starts on June 5th. And as of right now, it is May 3rd. So we're a little over a month away, and it's just not looking good. And I am so devastated because you guys know that since I started this podcast, I have talked about the Pussycat Dolls reunion and wanting to see them live. So it is so hard. And I just really, really hope that if they do cancel this tour, that it is not gone completely, that it just gets revamped, bring it back, book venues that are appropriate because I just maybe the amphitheater that just wasn't. I mean, could you imagine if it was all arenas? I mean, that would be the embarrassment of the century and that would be so heartbreaking for the fans. So, I mean, I would say just book smaller venues like theaters and people would definitely love to go and see this show. And I feel like the diehard fans would definitely show up for that again. So, or my friend actually had a really good idea. What if they cancel the show here in the States, but they keep the international shows going because those are probably going to do quite well? I haven't really done a lot of research on that, but those are probably going to do pretty well. What if they cancel the shows here, but anybody that bought a ticket gets an automatic invite to a live stream of one of their shows overseas? That way we can still see them perform. That would be amazing. Like I would love to like watch them maybe like at the London O2 or something. I feel like that's so fair, and I feel like that's something that their management should consider, or like the girls, they should definitely consider that because I think that that would be so cool, and I feel like the fans would love that, especially like missing out on the show, and there's a way that you can still see it. I think that's pretty amazing. So we shall see because I am really, 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 really wanting to see them, and I promise you, I'll be so devastated if it just gets canceled and that's that. And I'm like, yeah, we get a nice little refund, little payday, hey, but like I don't want the show to get canceled. I don't care. I want to see the show and I want to see the girls. So I am hoping and praying to the gods, but it doesn't look like they are listening to us. I believe they've taken the day off and are on PTO, and we'll just have to wait because they are currently out of office and they are not listening to us. So I'm like, Jesus, help me, please, because I really want to see the show, and I've said that like 10 times in a row, but I'm so excited. I mean, listen, let me tell you something. If you guys think that my enthusiasm for this show is a lot, let me tell you something. When the Spice Girls get back together, you better get ready because I promise every episode will be revolved around that. And I will not be the same. I'll be a completely different person. And I'm ready for the day. I am ready for the day that the Spice Girls get back together. So, speaking of girl groups, I was actually talking to my husband yesterday, and on our way to the wedding yesterday, which was so cute, we went to a Bridgerton themed wedding and it was so cute. Congrats, you guys. It was so sweet. And everybody's outfits were so cute. Like a lot of the ladies dressed up and it was just so cute. It was really hard for me to find an outfit for it because every outfit that I was looking for that was like Bridgerton themed, it was all like costumes. And I didn't want to show up wearing a costume. I wanted to have like an actual real outfit, and it was really hard to find one, but it was a lovely, lovely night. It was beautiful. It was one of the cutest ceremonies I've ever been to. So congrats, you guys. So on the way there, me and my husband were talking in the car, and we were listening to the Girls Trip album by Zara Larsson. Now, she has all girl collaborators on that album where every feature is a pop girly or just like like a girl musician. I had this idea that what if, for example, what if like Zara Larsson, actually, I'll tell you what, let me go into the next subject and then I'll circle back around to this. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think that a lot of the pop girlies should link up and create a major girl group. Even if it's just for one album, one tour, one great memory for the fans. Because when I was on Twitter yesterday, I saw Aubrey O'Day showing love to Carmen Bakar, who is a former member of Danity Kane and the Pussycat Dolls, and she was just showing her so much love, and I just was like, "Oh my god, what if they link up together and get other pop girlies from other girl groups together, and they just create this super mega girl group that goes on tour, does one album at least, and just has like a huge celebration with the fans." That's a tour that I can almost guarantee you would definitely not get canceled, and tickets will sell for that because I think that's an amazing concept. There was something similar to that some years ago on BET called The Encore. But honey, that was a mess and a half. That was an entire mess oh my god, that was such a mess. But there was a lot of egos involved in that, and I just believe that they just cast a lot of the wrong people together, and it was just there was no chemistry there. It was very entertaining to watch, I will say that. But when my girl Aubrey left, girl, I was checked out. Um, and then Blueprint was just simply it didn't work out. And I believe they had potential, but because 3 out of the 4 members were considered like the more toxic people on the show, nobody was getting behind that. Not long term. I don't think so. No. But going back to the Zara Larson thing, I think that her and other pop girlies should get together and do their own tour together, record one album together, not an EP, an album, preferably of songs that are longer than 2 minutes, and just really like take over the world for just like one tour together and just be a force. Like, imagine if like Zara got together with BB Rexa, Madison Beer, Charlie XCX, maybe Tate McRae, in a perfect world, Sabrina Carpenter. They all get together and do like this great show together. And I think that that would be like such a cool concept. Their management, if you guys are listening, which I know you're not, but if this somehow makes its way back to you, I'm telling you, this is a great idea. I would so buy tickets to that in a heartbeat. I would be over the moon. I would be ecstatic to go to a show like that because if you guys have been keeping up with Zara Larson, she has had like the glow up of the century where it's almost like the last album didn't do as well, but then Midnight Sun comes around and things have just changed. Like things are just, it's working out and it's the vibe is there and people are really getting behind this. And this Girls Trip album is incredible because it is all female anthems. It's all girls, girl power. I love when the girls get together. Not that I don't like guys getting together, but I love when the girls get together because I feel like it's such an impact because, you know, there's that stereotype of like girls don't get along, girls are catty, girl bands don't work and yada, yada, yada. And I think it could work. I could literally see Zara, BB, Madison, Charlie, and a fifth girl, or maybe even just the 4 of them all doing their thing together and just really, really, really having a moment together. I mean, this is a concept. This is something that I would get behind because we are in need of a good girl group here in the States because a lot of the girl groups that we have right now are international and it's very K-pop driven. We haven't had a really good American girl group in quite some time. I believe since Fifth Harmony, we have not had a big girl group here from the States. And that's really sad because Fifth Harmony, I think they split up back in 2018. So it's been a while. We are in need of a great girl group to represent the States again and just bring power and like the funk and the vocals and just really great music. Something like reminiscent of maybe like TLC because they had like the whole package. I mean, they had a rapper, they had a singer, they had one who was like super cool, like T-Boz, like her voice was just so distinctive and so cool. They had the best music. It was TLC, they were so perfect for their time, but their music still withstands the test of time today. And I'm actually going to see them soon, and I've mentioned that on another episode as well. And I'm very excited to go see them. And I know that show won't get canceled because I've actually looked at the ticket sales for that, and that show is definitely not getting canceled. So unless something crazy happens, and I can't wait to see them and In Vogue, and I'm so excited. So you guys, let me know what you think. Who would get behind this girl group if all the pop girlies got together and just created one big mega girl band together? I think that they could honestly take over and they could definitely really make an impact. And this would be such a cool summer concept. I can see the visuals. I'm like my girl Zara in the middle, Madison. Like I can totally see this. This is something that I believe they could have hits on the charts. And maybe something they can even circle back around to in the future and do it all over again sometime after, they've gone back to do their solo things and just do their things. Cause like obviously this wouldn't be on a permanent basis because they're all soloists. Like typically a soloist wants to stay solo. But I believe this is something that every now and again they could all do together. And this is something that I believe that fans would absolutely love. They would eat this up, you guys. I would love to see this. And if it's not them, then definitely girls from other girl groups like Aubrey, Carmit, Dawn from Danity Kane. Who else? Like maybe girls that were in Fifth Harmony, Normani. Girl, please get back in a group because this solo thing, I mean, they really did you dirty on your solo album because your solo album was incredible, but they definitely did my girl dirty. Just link up, get all these girls together from other girl groups. Like, whatever happened to like Allie Brooke from Fifth Harmony? Girl, she gets like no love, but like she is such an incredible vocalist. I would absolutely love to see her back in a girl group and really do their thing and really get back together and like take over and do their thing. Like I'm getting excited just talking about this, and it's not even gonna happen. It's literally just a dream. So, and even like my girl Megan Trainor, I would love to see her in a girl group, and she writes the catchiest songs. Okay, say what you want about Megan, but she writes the catchiest songs. I don't care where you hear it. If you hear it somewhere, that means that means it's doing its thing. It's circulating. It's getting around. And I believe that she could be a great member of a girl group as well and really help bring like positive vibes. Because my girl Megan, she is very underrated in my opinion. And people really do crap on her music a lot and make fun of it, which is so sad. Because, like, if you're an online bully, shame on you. Who literally goes online and just shames people for no reason just because they think it's fun? Like, girl, the way to put your insecurity on blast and put it on display in front of everybody because literally, like, trolls online, when they go and leave their bad comments on stuff, I feel like that's just them being insecure. It's true. That's what it is. Like when they're insulting people and saying really hateful things, like, girl, that is not the flex that you think it is. It's actually honestly embarrassing. And it really sucks that that stuff really gets to the artist and like really like hurts them. And it's such a shot at your self esteem because nobody wants anything bad said about them. But the online trolls is just, it's absolutely awful. There was actually a time I actually almost quit social media altogether. Like I was going to delete my Instagram, Twitter. The only thing I was going to keep was YouTube. And it was just, if I delete my social media because I hate seeing negative comments and like horrible posts about everything, then it's like, how would I know what's going on in the world of pop culture? Because pop culture has shifted to social media. And if I get rid of all that stuff, I literally have no show to bring to you guys because how else would I know? Because I don't typically find out a lot of stuff through YouTube. I find out everything through Twitter. And honey, Twitter is a mess. And I never call it X. Does anybody actually call it X? Because I do not call it X. I just say Twitter, and it's always going to be that. So sorry, Elon, but we won't be calling it X. Sorry. Yeah, I'm really glad I did not give in and actually do that because I believe I can like. It's nice to know that I can like stay strong and like keep my social medias, but not let the negative stuff that I see get to me anymore. Because let me tell you something, during political times, social media was a horrible place to be. And just seeing like the online bullying, like for example, Megan Trainor, the stuff that people say about her on Twitter, it's absolutely awful. Like my girl Megan, she has been dragged through the mud. And what's crazy is that when is the last time she did anything problematic? When is the last thing she said something that was so controversial and deserved to be canceled for? That's right, never. So it's so crazy that like bullying is like it's still such a thing today, and it's so sad because a lot of these people that do online bullying have the shittiest profile pictures, the shittiest profiles. It's like they go and make these profiles just to go and make fun of people, and that is honestly awful. Like, girl, go out and get a job, a real job. And if somebody's pissing you off enough to the where you're going online and leaving hate comments on everything to feel good about yourself, then honestly, go to therapy because that is just not the flex, and you need help. You need professional help, in my opinion, if you are the type that goes online and just leaves hate comments on everything. I think to me, it's weird. It is if you thrive off leaving bad reviews on everything and you thrive on leaving bad comments on everything, I honestly think that you have more issues than you want to admit. And I think the first healthy step for you would be to go to therapy. So I don't know what else to say about that, but I do hate that I hate that so many celebrities get bullied online all the time. It's so sad. Like, Even the Pussycat Dolls are getting made fun of for the lack of ticket sales. And I'm like, girl, I know I crack a joke every now and again, but I will go to bat for my girls and I will be there. Listen, if that show doesn't get canceled, I will gladly go to that amphitheater with the 20 other people that got tickets. God, that seems so backhanded, but it's true. Like, literally, not many people bought tickets at all. I will gladly go there with the few people that bought tickets and have the absolute time of my life. And arguably, until the day I see the Spice Girls again, be my favorite concert I've ever gone to. Just saying. And when I say Spice Girls again, it's because when I was in fourth grade, I saw them. I went with, I wonder how she's doing today. This really sweet girl named Diana took me. She was my father's girlfriend at the time. She had a really sweet daughter who took me to go see the Spice Girls. I wonder where they are in life. I haven't heard from them since I was a little kid. I really hope they're doing okay because she was so sweet. And Lord, I'm so glad she got away from our family. Oh God. God. Anyways, not to go down that rabbit hole, but yeah, I'm really glad that they got away from all that. So I wonder how she's doing. But yeah, in fourth grade, she took me to go see the Spice Girls, and it was such a fun show. But I didn't get to see Ginger because Ginger had already left the Spice Girls by then, and she wasn't at that show. But hold on, let me take a sip of my latte, you guys. Yikes. I don't know if this is considered unprofessional or not, but girl, that tastes really good. So Ginger actually wasn't there. She had left the Spice Girls by that time. And so I remember I was so sad because she wasn't going to be on the Spice World tour here in the States. But I actually went and saw Jerry Halliwell at a book signing. And you guys already know that story. If you've been listening to my episodes, you already know that story. So I've seen all the Spice Girls in person and I actually got to hug Jerry. It was so sweet. I still need to read her books, the Rosie Frost books. I have them. I need to read them. And because I've heard that they're absolutely incredible. And I will be doing a Spice Girl episode one day, and my friend Ashley will be joining me on that one. Ashley, if you're listening, shout out. I cannot wait to do a joint episode and talk about Spice Girls, like where we were when we first heard them, the impacts they've had on us, favorite songs, favorite albums, like favorite members, favorite core memories of them, just everything. I cannot wait to do my deep dive Spice Girl episode. I just have to figure out how to get a guest on here because I still don't know how to do that, you guys. I don't. So everything's just solo. But I did get some really cute mics. You know, the ones that have like the little fuzzy things on top. You can take them anywhere you want. You just plug them bitches in your phone and you can just record wherever you are. It's so cute. So I can take my show on the go with me and literally just have any kind of gab with anyone. And that'll be so exciting. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the day that they come back. And it will be the day. I really hope they do the Sphere one day. I would love for the Spice Girls to do the Vegas Sphere. Have you guys seen the videos of the pictures of the Backstreet Boys doing the Sphere? It looks incredible. Like, have you guys seen how big that room is and how the visuals are literally all around you? And it looks like something from like, I swear to God, like another world. It's amazing. I literally was like, my jaw was on the ground just looking at the videos and the pictures because obviously I've never been to Vegas. Funny story, when the Spice Girls reunited back in 2007, I remember calling my mom at work, bugging her to buy tickets for Vegas. And she was like, Ryan, I am not buying tickets to go to Vegas. And I was like, oh my God, please. I promise I have got to see the girls. And it was the whole, I'm sure it'll get released on DVD. It'll be on YouTube or something. Girl, we did not see that show on YouTube until like 4 or 5 years ago. So I had to wait like a whole lifetime just to see that show. And actually, let me tell you something. I wonder why the Spice Girls, why their team, how come they don't ever release their concerts on streaming or like anything like other people do? Because they've had 2 major tours since they've reunited in two different times, and none of these concerts are on streaming or like it's like they were professionally recorded, but like I read that they weren't happy about it and stuff like that, and I was like, girl, who cares? Like the fans would want to see it. I believe we'd watch it if it was even in black and white. So I know I go on YouTube from time to time. And I actually watched the 2019 concert because that was like a huge deal. Those were the stadium shows. And the fact that my girls were able to do that, that's I need them to do it again because I need them to come to Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. I would die. I would die. Even if they only came to like 3 cities in the States and they're so far from me, girl, I do not care. Take my PTO, take my money, take everything I have, except Jackson and Java, but take everything I have. I will be homeless to go see the girls again. I'm just kidding. I'm not that crazy, but I would really give a lot to see them again because they're everything to me. And I've actually been really, like, sad reading about the troubles that Victoria Beckham has been going through with her family, where, like, Brooklyn isn't really talking to them, and that's so heartbreaking, especially if you've, like I wouldn't say I've kept up with them, but just, like, knowing about them for, like, literally, like, half my life, more than half my life. It's so sad that they're not talking and things like that. Speaking of Spice Girls reunion, Melanie C just had a reunion with Mel B, and they performed "Wannabe" together. Or no, not "Wannabe." They performed "Spice Up Your Life" together, and I've seen the videos. They've been going viral because Ashley sent me a video, and girl, when you sent me that video, at the very same time, I was on Twitter watching one of the same videos that somebody else had recorded, and I knew as soon as I saw the notification on my phone, I knew exactly what you were sending me. Because girl, I got you. I feel the vibes. I knew. So that was pretty exciting. I love when the Spice Girls can get back together in any way, shape, or form. But I will tell you this. You know how the Pussycat Dolls got together and there's only 3 of them and there were originally 6? It would not work if Spice Girls did that. If Spice Girls get together and there's only 2 or 3 of them for a tour, that would not work. The fans want all of them. We need all of them. When Victoria wasn't there for the 2019 one, that was really difficult because I would have loved to have seen her do it one more time. But you got to respect when somebody says they're done, they're done. I mean, how much they've contributed to the industry. And sometimes people move on and performing is just not their thing anymore. But let me tell you something. The tickets, it's going to skyrocket. It's going to go crazy, probably record breaking sales if Victoria comes back and all 5 of them announce a tour because people really, really, really want to see them. Say what you want about Victoria Beckham, but she can sing. She's a very vital member of the Spice Girls. And I would die if she came back to the group. But I really don't honestly think that she will. I think that she has served her time and she's been very honest with the fans and just said, it's great what we achieved, but I just don't want to do it anymore. And you have to respect that because I think that's what if you're a fan of Take That, that's what Jason Orange did. He just didn't want to do it anymore. And now he lives like a very private life and just does what he does and Take That performs as the 3 piece. And it actually does work, I think, because I think as long as Gary is there, it'll work because Gary to me is like the heart of the group. I say what you want about Robbie Williams. I love Robbie, but I think that Gary is the heart and soul of Take That. And I think that he is the one who really, really, really helped shape their sound. And they have a really cool documentary that's on Netflix. It's 3 episodes. Each episode's almost an hour, but that was pretty. It was so good. Oh God, it was so good. You learn so much about the group. I wish I could have been in a boy band. I really do wish I could have been in a boy band. I auditioned for American Idol twice in my life, and I truly think that being a soloist was never really for me. I personally would have loved to have been in a boy band. I think that would have been my calling is to be in a group, even a mixed gender band, like with boys and girls. Because for some reason, nobody wants a group of all girls and one boy. I mean, I'd do it, but it's it seems to be more accepted in the world of entertainment for if it's a mixed gender group to be all guys, one girl, but typically, like, for the more pop groups, it's usually 3 girls and 2 guys, but I would have loved to have been in a pop group, and especially a boy band. Like, what if I was like it would've been so cool to be in a boy band that, like, traveled the world like One Direction, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and I think I would have been so content with that, and my bandmates would probably highly be annoyed by me because every decade, I would be like, "You guys, let's get back together. Let's do a tour for the bands." But, yeah, I would be that person. I would be the one that's always hitting everybody up and be like, "Oh, guys, let's get back on the road. Let's do it. Everybody squash your little squabbles with each other. Let's be adults. Let's all go out and get this bag together and have fun and make memories." Because it's so sad. So many groups, they beef, and it's just like, it's so sad when they don't get back together. Because I was really hoping One Direction would get back together, especially to honor Liam. But apparently Zayn and Louis aren't getting along from things that I've read. And I'm like, oh my God, please. Oh my God, that's just so sad because if Zayn doesn't join them, then it'd just be Liam. No, oh, not Liam. Oh my God. It would just be Niall, Louis, and Harry. I believe it could work, but Zayn has to be there. Like Zayn has to be there. It has to be all four. I hate when these groups get back together and it's like all of them don't want to come back. It really makes me sad. Like especially when I saw Danny Kane, I would have loved if the way I said that, Leo. I kind of sound like Anastasia. I would have loved to have seen Dawn and Shannon come back and do the whole five piece. I would have gotten a picture with all five, but the picture I have is so cute. It's usually my desktop wallpaper right now, but right now mine's like the standard like Apple one because I got one of those cute MacBook Neos. I got the yellow one, and right now it's just that standard factory yellow one because I love yellow. Yellow and blue are like my favorite colors. Like I love yellow. Like I need them to come out with a new yellow iPhone. That way I can get it. Because I'm like, I could buy one off Amazon, like one of those old yellow ones, the 14, but girl, the updates, it may explode if I try to update it. So I don't know about all that. But yeah, I just would have loved to have been in a pop group. Because I think when I tried out for American Idol, I just don't think that the drive was there. The dream was there, but I just don't think the drive was there because at the end of the day, I think I just work better with others instead of just by myself. There's so much pressure, and I love being part of a group. Like I really want to get some guests on here because I feel like the episode I did with Christian was one of my funner episodes because I had someone to like feed off their energy and stuff. And I would love to have guests on here because let me tell you something, it's nerve-wracking doing this by myself. Like you sit there and you look at the clock and I'm like, have I been talking enough? Is this long enough? And it's very nerve-wracking. Like the minute you hit record, it's nerve-wracking because you feel like everybody and their mother is listening to this, which is what you hope for. But at the same time, sometimes I'll be stumbling over my words and I don't go and edit these podcasts at all. I keep it the way it is because I believe that that's how you're truly authentic. And I'm not like a huge star or anything. So I do everything myself and I just want to present the most authentic show possible. And there are times where like I feel like I pause and I'm like, what's my train of thought? Where was I going with this? I've even listened to an episode or two back, and there are definitely things that need to improve. Like I usually make I usually make a list, and I go through the list and hit all the topics that I want to hit for my episodes. And also, I want to make sure that I'm being very consistent with this because I haven't recorded an episode in 2 weeks. I have episodes on my computer, but I just didn't want to upload it because I didn't feel like it was the best episode. There is a really funny one in my archives that I should upload, but I won't. Because that one's going to remain in the vault for personal reasons. It's going to remain in the vault. That's the one where Roslyn was sitting right next to me when I recorded it, and I believe it was a little too unhinged for me. So I don't know if I can put that out in the world. So that will remain in the archives. But I'm just really, taking everything a day at a time. And I believe that everything's just going to get better as time goes by. And I think it's going to be super exciting the day I can like record all this on video and have a cute little setup and have a cute mic and like have my friends on and just gab about stuff. But a lot of my friends like don't really keep up with pop culture like I do. So a lot of them claim that they won't have enough to talk about. But honey, let me tell you something. When I get with my friends, there will be something to talk about. There will be discussions to be had. Like I should bring Caitlin on for a Girls Lot episode. She'd be so confused because she literally does not know any of their music at all. But now if I mention Taylor Swift, she'll go to town because she loves Miss Taylor Swift. And but I don't know enough of Taylor Swift's music. I do 1989 Reputation, but Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, Torture Post Apartment. I did not, and Lover, I did not listen to those as much. Like I did not listen to them as much as everyone else. Like I liked the new album, but I probably couldn't tell you 4 songs off that album. I know the singles and that's about it. Cause I should probably definitely listen to that and give some deep dives. Oh gosh, if my cousin April's listening, she'd be so disappointed. I'm sorry, girl, that I haven't been listening to Taylor Swift's albums that much. Because I'm just a 1989 girly. Like I love her. I love 1989 and Reputation. Those are like my two. Those are like my two eras. Like I love listening to those. And those. To me, it doesn't get better than those, but I can see the appeal of why everybody thought that the other albums were like so much better and like really made an impact and things like that. So yeah, maybe one day, but I did like the new album. Lord, I don't even remember what the new album's called. What is that new album even called? Where she's like sitting in that green water that looks like diamonds. Oh my God, what is that album called? With the Fate of Ophelia? Yeah. I should definitely give that a re-listen because I actually bought the 4.99 versions that were on iTunes because they had like different songs on them. And girl, let me tell you something. Once again, Taylor got me, okay? Because I did buy the variants of that album on iTunes when they were 4.99 just for her to turn around and release it all as a deluxe, all in one package together. And I'm like, Taylor, there was no need for you to snatch my coins like that. Girl, you are a billionaire. Stop this mess. And there's actually a lot of people have a lot of opinions about that because they're like, why do you release so many variants? Like, is it truly about the art or is it because, gosh, is this even a safe topic to get into? Because, honey, Swifties are dangerous. You piss them people off, they'll come for you. But I'm like, is it really about the art or is it more of a business venture or is it because you want to break the records? I mean, who knows? Who knows? She's a very smart businesswoman and she's very talented and writes very good music. So, there's that. We will not be slandering Miss Swift on this show because we support the pop girlies. We do not slander them on this show. So, you guys, this has been a very fun Sunday Gab with everybody. And I hope to be having some guests on very soon. And I have new episodes in the works. And I cannot wait to share them with everybody. And I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Please go out and do something fun, unless you want to truly sit in the house and be a vegetable. Because, girl, that's a vibe. Because that's exactly what I'm about to do after this episode. And I cannot wait to release this to you guys and have you guys listen to a good Sunday Gab. Play it while you drive, while you work out, while you're on a walk, or play it while you're sitting in front of somebody who's talking to you because you don't want to listen to them. You'd rather listen to me. So this has been very fun, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And until next time, you guys, bye.